3 topics that will always have a lot of conversation: money, health, and dating. And here's Lucy K talking about dating. So let's tap in. It's gonna be a whole ball of laughter.
All my time is now. I don't need nobody else. Going up, I won't look down. Y'all not fucking with me now. I'm so tired of being what you want me to be when it all.
Welcome back to the channel. What's goody? Wagwan, gang. How you doing? I hope your day is going well. Hope you're ready to laugh. My goal is to brighten up your day with some comedy. Stay tuned. Soon enough, I will be posting my own comedy bits, comedy stand-up bits. I'll suck, I'll be trash, but at least y'all will hear, you know. There's this one clip I saw from Ed Sheeran the other day. He's like, whatever you do, like whether you write songs or your comedy, it's like a dirty well, right? Or a dirty fountain. If you haven't opened it in a while, a lot of like dirt will come out. But gradually, there'll be less dirt that comes out and it'll be clear and actually drinkable, right?
The thing, but it literally came from writing a song a day or 2 songs a day or 5 songs a day and just getting all these songs out of me, doing a million gigs, sometimes 3 gigs a day. We did 6 gigs a day one year at Glastonbury. But I think you view it as a dirty tap. When you switch a dirty tap on, it's going to flow shit water out for a substantial amount of time, and then clean water is going to start flowing, and now and then you'll get a bit of shit, but as long as it gets out of you, it's fine. So with songs, you're going to write shit songs at the beginning. My songs were terrible. My raps were terrible. Like, I've listened to it the other day, it's awful. But I got it out of me, and the more and more you write, the more and more you experience, and then you start flowing clean water, and songs start getting better and better and better.
So that's the thing, that's the same concept with like, whatever it is you do. You may be trash in the beginning, whatever it is. Obviously, everybody has the natural talents, but the hard work that you put into like refining your skills. You can be talented and not refine your skills, right? We see that all the time. The whole idea of like hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Sometimes when you're talented, you get a bit too lazy and then you don't put in the work. All I'm saying pretty much is keep at it. Sometimes it's not that you are the best at whatever it is you do, but that you kept at it the longest and really refine your skills more than anybody else. So Louis C.K. talking about dating. It's gonna be a whole interesting experience. I know the last one that he talked about with regards to dating was like, it was called Louis C.K. being single again. And he said, this is what he said, word for word: no good marriage has ever ended in divorce.
Go crazy, go stupid, go crazy, go stupid, go crazy, yeah, go stupid,
Or in this case, no good relationship has ever ended in a breakup. That's something to think about. That is a word, bro. That is a word. Louis C.K., the dating coach, even though he was divorced. Let's go.
Everybody has their time. Everybody has their time. I mean, not everybody. There are people out there who there's just nobody for them. Yep. People like to say things like, there's someone for everyone. Nope. Not at all true. And stop saying it, because it's mean to people who never find anybody. There are millions of people out there who we've all unanimously decided they are light speed ugly, and nobody kisses them on the lips even. Nobody touches their genitals their entire life. They just wash it and then they die. That's all that happens. Oh, and if you're feeling bad for them, you can go find one and fuck one tomorrow. Solve the problem right there. With all that kindness in your heart. Well, go fuck one. Nah, I didn't think so. That's the one way we're all mean. Nobody does it. Nobody fucks down. Nobody. People fuck up or across. Some women fuck down because a guy talked them into that it was up. Some, yeah, no, you should. I'm totally up. Yeah, man. It's a weird selection process that we have. It's dating, really. It's how we evolve as dating. It's how we choose each other. And dating is a real drag for a lot of people, but I always think it's a nice thing. You know, when I see a date, I'm always happy. When I see a couple on a date, because it means people are still trying, you know? You see a couple on a date, it means there's still courage out there. It takes courage to go on a date, for both sides. Two very different kinds of courage. The male courage, traditionally speaking, is that he decided to ask. He went up to a random woman who he has no idea if she's gonna like him or not, and he walked up to her, terrified. Everything in your body's telling you, just go the fuck home and jerk off, don't do this. But he walked up and said, hi, yes. And she's like, no, give me a second. He's trying to get through this membrane of, you know, and then if it works and you say, you want to go out sometime? Sometimes she'll say yes. And if she says yes, that's her courage. And the courage it takes for a woman to say yes is beyond anything I can imagine. A woman saying yes to a date with a man is literally insane and ill-advised. And the whole species' existence counts on them doing it. And I don't know how do women still go out with guys when you consider the fact that there is no greater threat to women than men. We're the number one threat to women. Globally and historically, we're the number one cause of injury and mayhem to women. We're the worst thing that ever happens to them. That's true. You know what our number one threat is? Heart disease. That's the whole thing. That's it. Just our own heart going, dude, you can't keep doing this. I told you 3 strokes ago that this is not smart. But women still, yeah, I'll go out with you alone at night. What are you, nuts? I'll get in your car with you with my little shoulders. Hi, where are we going? To your death, statistically. How do they still do it? If you're a guy, try to imagine that you could only date a half bear, half lion. And you're like, oh, I hope this one's nice. I hope he doesn't do what he's going to do. I love when I see a date. You know, you see a date, you can tell it's the first date because the way they're walking together, and she's looking up at his face, trying to figure him out, and he's just a mess. The guy in a first date he has no actual personality. He's just a mishmash of different kinds of dudes for a couple of seconds each. Just anything. No cohesive, just like a ransom note cut out of a lot of magazines. Just, yes, I think so too. Whatever, just like a blind dick in space, just thrusting in infinite directions, hoping to find pay dirt at some place. And then sometimes you see a date that's later down the line and something has happened. There's something that happens in a date that I never get to witness because women do this. They get to do it inside. They get to just decide quietly, I'm going to let him fuck me. They just get to decide. Something he says, and she's like, that was good. He's going to fuck me later. And he has no idea. He's still like trying all this shit. He still has no idea he's already in there.
Moral of the story: women are susceptible to game, right? So there's like different levels to it, right? You can be good looking, but whatever your personality is trash, so she doesn't F with you, or just for the night she F's with you. Or you can not be good looking, but your personality is A1, and she still F's with you. Or you can not be good looking, your personality is trash, and she doesn't F with you. So there's no you can never be dogmatic with regards to like your dating, right? There's truth in a variety of things. It just depends on the context of it. And beyond that, it's always a numbers game. Dating is always a numbers game, right? So you might talk to like 100 girls, like for example, my own experience, right? You talk to 100 girls, you might go on a date with like 30, and you might end up smashing maybe 5 or 10. That's just the numbers. That's just the reality of the fact, right? I mean, it's the same as like a job application, right? When you apply, not every job necessarily calls you back or even gives you an interview, and then ultimately you get the jobs that you actually want to choose and decide. So it's like putting in your resume. Hello, yes, I'd like to take you on a date today. About to go out. Oh no? Okay, on to the next one. Like Jay-Z said, on to the next one.
I got a million ways to get it. Yeah. Choose one. Hey, bring it back. Now double your money and make it stack. On to the next one.
I got a million ways to get it. She was one. Oh, it's crazy though. It's crazy. Usually, like one of the things I like to say, it's not necessarily what you say, but also how you say it, right? That influences a girl in one way or another. Like this is like a basic approach when I come and talk to a girl. I'm like, yo, excuse me, sorry to interrupt. No, I don't even say sorry to interrupt, but like I say, excuse me. My name's Owolabby. What's your name? Nice to meet you. Well, listen, I saw you walking by. I had to come and talk to you. I thought you looked mad cute today. I thought you looked pretty. You look beautiful. Usually they'll say, oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. It made my day. And then I'd be like, well, listen, I think you're attractive. I think I'm attractive. We gotta get together and go on a coffee date sometime. Or ice cream date, something like that. And then just make it happen from there. And usually, I have a business card with me because I hate getting girls' numbers, bro. It's really a waste of time, like to get a girl's number. I just feel like to give a girl your number, it just takes away like the attention. You know, we call girls that love attention whores, right? It just takes away the ability. It just weans out all the girls who are actually interested, right? So usually when I do that, I'm like, well, listen here. Here's my card. Just get a business card with just your name and your number and maybe your social media on it. Here's my card. Take my number, right? So that what I want you to do is when you get home tonight or when you get home later in the morning, shoot me a text and then we'll hang out. And obviously, you probably have situations where you got a girl's number and she didn't text you back, right? So like, I've done it enough times now, more than like 300 times now. If a girl actually likes you, she will text you, and this saves you time. Saves you time from texting girls who were never interested to begin with. So approach and give a girl your number, and also it'll be different than most guys because most guys ask for her number. So that's another way to stand out from the next guy. That's another level of game, you know what I'm saying? But yo, this video is brought to you by Sheath underwear. You know, it's summertime and your balls down there, your manhood down there needs ventilation. You need space to breathe, right? A lot of the underwear that a lot of guys use typically aren't flexible, doesn't have ventilation, and doesn't give like your manhood the time to breathe and, you know, space. So what the Sheath underwear does, essentially, it stops your boxers from riding up. You know, those awkward situations where you have to like pick out your underwear, pick out your boxers, and try and like it's getting into like your private area. It doesn't do that, and on top of that, it ensures that all the sweat and moisture gets like dispersed rather than being in one spot. Check it out, Sheath underwear. The reviews are 4 stars and higher. I highly recommend it. I'm using it right now. I use it on the daily pretty much. But yeah, that's it. God bless, much love, peace and joy, namaste. Always remember, if it doesn't feed you, don't water it. I'll see y'all in the next video. Alright, bruh. And you know, obviously there's some 2 videos here. Some people give you 1 video to watch, but I give you 2. So watch one of those 2. Deuces.
Yeah, now I'm back and I'm focused. Just cringe at my old shit. Now they looking at me like, oh shit. Everybody doubted, I don't blame them, that's behind me. But I'm changing, it's my time.